Hey guys, hey, welcome back to another speed duel deck profile. Hey, today we take a look at Ancient Ruler Rise, Spirit the Pharaoh, or whatever you want to call this deck. So this is a very weird skill in speed duel. I'm not sure how it actually works. There's a lot of conflicting rulings information, so I'm gonna try to explain this deck as best as possible. So the skill is that during your main phase, you send a level 2 or lower zombie monster to place a sarcophagus card from your deck hand from anywhere onto the field as if it's placed under the effect of the first sarcophagus, but you think is pretty good. This will theoretically give you a turn 3 Spirit the Pharaoh, but due to the way that they changed the text on the first sarcophagus, it might not work, right? Because the new text is that during the end phase you place the sarcophagus pieces and then you get to summon the Spirit the Pharaoh, but if you activate this card during the main phase, you don't get it. So there's a lot of weird ruling and issues, but I am playing under a pretense that it is exactly worded on the skill. I mean, worded on the card text, right? Because before it was 2 separate effects, the placing and then the summoning, but now due to the recent speed duel, the shadow box, and this got problem solving card text, does not solve the problem. It got card text, but it does not solve the problem. So this still makes this card very work. So I'm gonna explain it once I get to it. But for the skill, and then the other effect is that your Spirit the Pharaoh gets 900 for every one of these little guys engraved. So so first we got 3 Pharaoh Servant and 3 Pharaonic Protector, Pharaoh's Protector. They just exist to be sent to place your sarcophagus, right? And then next, finally, oh, where are you? Next, of course, we got the boy, Spirit the Pharaoh. And then on summon, he summons as many as possible. So 2, you get 2 of these guys out for field. And then this skill also gives all of your, is it the Spirit as well? No, and then the Spirit also gains 300 for every one of these guys in graveyard. So there you go. There. So theoretically, he should be boosted. So because of that reason. So there you go. All right, so that's your Spirit. And then finally, we play the sarcophagus pieces, right? Right, first, second, and third, did he place off the sarcophagus. And then now finally the rest of the deck is literally just good stuff, right? So 3 Night Weaves to deal with back rows. This could be Night Weaves, this could be Galaxy Cyclones, wherever you want. Zoma as our limit 1 because we just want another monster option to summon, and Zoma is just really good. Next we play my Golden Ratio that I play in every deck. 2 Book of Moons, 1 DD Warrior Lady for our limit 3. I just like this ratio. I think this ratio is very good, and there's right, DD Warrior just exists to be an out card for everything, and Book of Moons is just a good reactive spell card. And then finally, since we play a bunch of low-level vanillas, we're just gonna play 3 Order Charge. You guys know how much I love Order Charge. Order Charge is a very good card. You sack a normal monster to destroy any monster your opponent controls, so that's pretty good. So I want to explain to you how Ancient Ruler Rise is supposed to interact with this. So it is very weird. So normally under normal gameplay tests, you would activate this during your opponent's end phase to get a second piece, go to your turn, and then wait to your opponent's next end phase. So their second end phase, and you place the third one. This is all the pretense you're going first, all right? And then you get to summon the sarcophagus. So the point of the skill is supposed to help you speed up this process, but it still doesn't work, mainly due to the way that the card text works. And as far as I'm concerned, this card text is very bad. It does not help, because if you place so if you do what I just did here, like you set this card going first, right? You place this, and you flip this during the end phase, and then to place the second. And then during your main phase, your second turn, you do the skill to place the 3rd sarcophagus piece, right? Based on card text alone, you should not be able to resolve or summon the Spirit the Pharaoh, because this card has the specific card text of this is it has to be summoned placed during the end phase. So the skill operating in the main phase just completely breaks this card and does not make it work. So in order for you to actually place this skill, you would have to go first. You would have to go during your turn, use the skill to place any of these 2 sarcophagus pieces up on the field, right? Set the first sarcophagus, right? So you have to open up the first sarcophagus and not open up these. I mean, you can open it, it doesn't matter. So you use the skill to place a 2nd or 3rd piece up, and then set this, and then during your opponent's end phase, flip this to place the 3rd piece, which is over there. That is how, based on my interpretation of card text, and based on what I asked my judge friends about this, is how this card is supposed to work like this. It is not supposed to work during your main phase, right? Because Yu-Gi-Oh, even apparently a speed duel, has very convoluting card text because of that. So based on that, that is how I'm currently approaching this based on this interaction I just told you, where you have to place one of these 2 first and then set this, right? If this is changed later and they figure out how this card works, and you can actually place the 3rd piece, not the 3rd card, but the 3rd piece during your main phase, and you get the trigger, that'll be great. That'll be great. But as far as I'm concerned, that's not how it works. It's only worth throwing in your face. So there you go. That's a very conflicting rolling nightmare, and I hope you take that however you want. Ask your judge friends, ask your speed duel friends about your judge locals about this, but I'm being based on current card text and what my current judge friends and what I assume card text works in Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, thanks for watching like always. If you want to see a speed duel deck, comment down below. I'll get to it eventually. I got a bunch of these lined up. Alright, thanks for watching. Okay, thanks, bye.